Today we are going to discuss on our new chapter Inheritance and Variation. Inheritance, transmission of genetic material from generation to generation is known as inheritance or heredity. Transmission of genetic material from generation to generation is known as inheritance or heredity. George Mendel first gave the accurate explanation for mechanism of inheritance by using hybridization technique. Hence, he is also known as father of genetics. He used garden pea plant for his experiment. Inheritance of 7 traits studied individually or in combination of 2 or 3 characters. He processed the data mathematically and statistically. Mendel postulated the principles of heredity, which then became the fundamental laws of heredity. You have heard about the laws of heredity. There are 7 pairs of contrasting characters used by the Mendel. For example, tall and dwarf character, green and yellow character, round and wrinkle shades. You may refer for these as a textbook. There are some genetic terminology which is used by the Mendel. The first genetic term, that is character. It is a specific feature of an organism, that is height of a stem. Specific feature of an organism is known as character. Example is height of stem. Second, trait. An inherited character. An inherited character and its variant. Example, tall and dwarf. These are the trait of a plant. Next term, that is the factor. It is a unit of heredity. Unit of heredity which is responsible for the inheritance and expression of characters. Next term is gene. It is a particular segment of DNA which is responsible for the inheritance and expression of characters. It is a particular segment of DNA which is responsible for inheritance and expression of characters. Next term is allele or allelomorphs. Allele is a short form of allelomorphs. 2 or more alternative forms of a gene is called alleles. 2 or more alternative forms of a gene are called as alleles. Next term is dominant. It is an allele. It is an allele that expresses its trait even in presence of an alternative allele. These words are more meaningful. It is an allele that expresses its traits even in the presence of an alternative allele. Another definition is the allele that expresses in F1 generation is called dominant. Next term is recessive. It expresses only in presence of another allele. Opposite to dominant character, express only in presence of another allele. Alternative definition of recessive character. It is an allele that does not express in F1 generation. does not express in F1 generation. Next terminology, phenotype. External appearance of an individual. External appearance of an individual for any trait is known as phenotype. It is observable, means we can observe it. For example, height of stem. Stem or the plant may be tall or may be dwarf. We can identify them, we can observe it. Next term is genotype. Genetic constitution or genetic makeup of an organism with respect to particular trait. Genetic constitution or a genetic makeup, that is known as genotype. Example, tall plant, they have the genotype capital T, or the dwarf plant having the genotype small t, small t. Then Mendel gives the laws of inheritance. He postulated the 3 laws of inheritance. These laws are law of dominance, second law is law of segregation, and the third law is law of independent assortment. We discuss with the first law, law of dominance. You may write the statement of law. When 2 homozygous individuals with 1 or more sets of contrasting characters are crossed, the alleles or characters that appear in F1 generation are dominant, and those which do not appear in F1 generation are recessive. Previously, you are familiar with this definition: dominant, recessive and alleles. Once again, I would like to repeat the statement of law. When 2 homozygous individuals with 1 or more sets of contrasting characters are crossed, the alleles or character that appear in F1 generation are dominant, and those which do not appear in F1 are recessive. This law can be explained with a monohybrid cross. Let us discuss on monohybrid cross. A cross between the parents differing in only one heritable trait. Only one heritable trait is called monohybrid cross. Example, a cross of pure tall and a pure dwarf plant. We may take a phenotype in the form of tall as capital T, and a pure dwarf plant with a genotype small t, small t. You are familiar with the definition as a phenotype and genotype. Once again, I would like to repeat, tall is a phenotype and capital T, these are the genotype. Same as dwarf is a phenotype and small t is a genotype. Let us discuss with the monohybrid cross example. We take 2 parents as tall plant and a dwarf plant. These are phenotype. Then capital T, small t, these are genotype. Then gametes from these genotypes or from these parents are from tall plant, capital T is a gamete, and from dwarf plant, small t is the gamete. Means capital T and small t, these are the 2 gametes. We may label them as a parents. These are the parents. Then from these if we cross these gametes, we will obtain the first generation. Mendel named this as a F1 generation. In F1 generation, capital T and small t gets hybridized to form a capital T, small t as a hybrid tall plant. Means in case of F1 generation, a hybrid tall plant will be obtained. Then how the F2 generation will be obtained? For F2 generation, there is a selfing of F1 hybrids. Selfing of F1 hybrids means we crossed F1 with F1, means the products or the progeny which is obtained in F1 generation, they acts as a parents for F2 generation. Like capital T, small t crossed with capital T, small t, means these are the parents. Then from these parents, gametes are segregated or gametes are separated. Capital T, small t, they get separated. Capital T, small t, they get separated. These are the gametes. Then here we have 4 gametes. Capital T, small t, capital T, small t. These are the gametes. Then for F2 generation, these gametes will be crossed. This cross will be studied with the help of a checkerboard method or a Punnett square method. By a checkerboard method, this method is known as checkerboard method. With the help of checkerboard, we get capital T, small t as a male gametes, capital T, small t as a female gametes. Then capital T, small t, they will be form a tall plant which is in pure form or in a homozygous condition. Then capital T crossed with the small t, they will be form a hybrid tall plant which is similar to the F1 generation. Then capital T and small t, they form a hybrid tall plant. Small t and small t, they form a dwarf plant, pure dwarf plant. Means in F2 generation, the generation is known as F2 generation. In F2 generation, we obtain 3 tall plant and 1 dwarf plant. Means here tall plant are more in number and dwarf plant will be less in number, and hence tall character is dominant. Tall character is dominant, which is also appear in F1 generation. Once again, I would like to repeat this statement of law. When 2 homozygous individuals with 1 or more sets of contrasting characters are crossed, the character that appear in F1 generation are dominant. F1 generation, in F1 generation we obtain a tall character which is a dominant here, which is also dominant or more in number in F2 generation. The ratio is 3:1. In case of multiple choice question may be asked, what is the ratio of monohybrid cross? That is 3:1. 3 is dominant and 1 is recessive. Then you may check the ratio, monohybrid ratio or the law of dominance for another contrasting characters as a green and yellow, round and wrinkle. You may refer the textbook for another example. Then we will be discuss with the second law, law of segregation of gametes. Segregation means separation. Law of separation. Another name for this law is law of purity of gametes. Statement of law: when hybrid forms gametes, the alleles segregate from each other and enter in different gametes. the gametes form are pure. That is, they carry only one allele. They carry only one allele each. Hence, this law is also described as law of purity of gametes. Explanation. Example. We may take hybrid in the form of hybrid form capital T and small t. These are the F1 hybrid. In previously we have explained this. They will be separated. They will be segregated in the form of capital T and small t as a gametes. And hence this law is also known as law of purity of gametes. The third law is law of independent assortment. We will be discussed in our another video.